Another curse that is on our people here. Another curse that is on our people here is in Deuteronomy 44. Chapter 44. And you can tell me who this pertains to here. Deuteronomy 28:44. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 44 here. Verse 34. He will lend to you, but you will not lend to him. He will be the head, but you will be the tail. That's us today. Hey, brother. Hey, come hear the word, brother. That's a curse today on our people. He will lend to us. He will lend to you, but you will not lend to him. He will be the head, but you will be the tail. And that's us today. Where did we go to get our food? We go to the store. We go to the white man. The white man. We go to him. And nearly every store, Walmart, all that, Meijer, they own it, all that. Where's our lands that we had? Hey, sister, you're Israelite, sister. They took your land, sister. It's in the Bible here. Come hear the word. That's the problem with our people today. They don't listen. That's the problem with our people today. They'd rather not listen. What happened to the Israelites? They didn't die off. You know what? They don't teach you about this in the church. In Christianity. They don't teach you about this. They won't teach you about this. They won't teach you about this, man. there's two. They believe there's two kingdoms. How is there two kingdoms? Revelation 7. The 144,000, you know? And when it says those nations, those are talking about the other tribes, the other Israelites. All the other Israelites they're talking about. They ain't gonna talk to you about this in your church. You need to stay away from them. Sheep without a shepherd, man. They're getting oppressed for a lack of shepherd, man. Oppressed for a lack of shepherd. Lord's compassion and mercy. He's sending some shepherds out to clean them and wash them, man. To give them glorious garments. Those glorious garments is that wisdom, that knowledge. That oil for the lamps. That's that wisdom. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. That oil is that wisdom, that knowledge. That's what it's speaking about. Let's go to Romans 3:23. Let me bring out the word here. Let me be a liar and God be. Let me be a liar. Let God be true and let me be a liar here. Romans 3:23 here. To show you that we ain't finished with the law here. And who was the law given to? The Israelites. Through Moses. Let's go.
But I know that if I keep putting it off, it's just going to make it worse.
Therefore, no man will be declared righteous in his sight by observing the law. Rather, through the law, we become conscious of sin. So, through the law, this law was given to the Israelites. My God, that was Romans 3:20. Yeah. Verse 20 and Romans 3. Romans 2, verse 20. Verse 20. 2 verse 20. 5. Circumcision has value if you observe the law, but if you break the law, you have become as though you had not been circumcised. If those who are not circumcised keep the law's requirements, will they not be regarded as though they were circumcised? The one who is not circumcised physically and yet obeys the law will condemn you, even though you have the written code and circumcision are a lawbreaker. So the law is only for the Jews, man. The real Jews. The real Jews. When you think of Jews, you think of the white people, don't you? Let's see what the Bible thinks of those. Yet you are, Revelation 2, verse 9, I know your affliction and your poverty, yet you are rich. I know the slander of those who say they are Jews and are not. They are a synagogue of Satan.
I would say when we met, he was already in the process to buying the house.
What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican.
You're Israelite. From the tribe of Joseph. I'm on Ephraim. You're in the Bible, sister. This is your heritage here. Hey, brothers, what's your nationalities? 1 Kings 8:25. Now, Lord God of Israel, keep for your servant David my father the promise you made to me. When you said you shall never fail to have a king, have a man to sit before me on the throne of Israel. If only your sons are careful in all they do, to walk before me as you have done. So God is the God of Israel. First Kings 10:25, 10:23. King Solomon was greater in riches and wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. The whole world saw audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom God had put in his heart. So see, we were greater than all these other nations. First Kings 10, verse 9. Praise be to the Lord your God, who has delighted in you and placed you on the throne of Israel. Because of the Lord's eternal love for Israel, he has made you king to maintain justice and righteousness. So the elect, the 144,000, and when it says here, and then I saw an angel flying in midair, and he had the eternal gospel to proclaim to those who live on the earth, to every nation, tribe, language, and people. Every nation is talking about the tribes of Israel only. The tribes of Israel. Alright? And because here it says, because here in this verse, salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb. Our God is talking about Israel. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's our God. Not the whites' God, or the Japanese or Chinese God, or the Arabs' God. Only the 12 nations, the 12 tribes. And so we're going to be ruling for 1,000 years. You know that. And Satan's going to be thrown into the abyss. Then he's going to come out and he's going to bring those nations who we ruled over to come and make war against us. This calls for wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 hills on which the woman sits. There are also 7 kings. 5 have fallen. One is, the other has not yet come. But when he does come, he must remain for a little while. He threw him into the abyss and locked the seal it over him, to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were ended. After that, he must be set free for a short time. A short time. When the 1,000 years are over, Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations in the 4 corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them for battle. In number, they are like the sand of the seashore. So the other nations in the 4 corners of Gog and Magog, those are the nations we will be ruling over. Those whites, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, all them. Arabs, and all them. So we will rule over them, and then, yeah, they will make war against us for a short time.